You like FNAF? I like FNAF. I can't get enough of it. It's like drugs for me. Am I allowed to say that? I think everyone knows about FNAF. Ever since Security Breach came out, it has gotten pretty mainstream, especially with the release of the movie and the upcoming sequel.
That is the most disgusting message I've ever seen!
If you're a current FNAF fan, especially if you're a recent FNAF fan, you're spoiled for content. We got dozens of books to buy into, there's a bunch of games out there, though quality may vary, and not to mention the blooming movie franchise. And that's just the official stuff. We got fan games to look forward to, even some part of the Fast Initiative, you know, the ones that aren't cancelled. With all that's going around with this franchise, it's hard to keep up. That's why we have FNAF Youtubers to keep us informed. You know the ones, FuhNaff, Doco, Theft King.
Indigo Park is the least original mascot horror game ever made. Between the tired, cliched premise of returning to an abandoned children's establishment, the enemy designs,
FNAF Youtubers have been a thing since the dawn of the franchise. There's some OGs that's still going on like Fusion Z Gamer, but there are others who aren't uploading anymore, like Proclass Gamer and Smike.
And for fact number 1 is that a lot of people seem to have a crush on Toy Chica. Toy Chica is hands down the #1 animatronic that the most people seem to love in a creepy way.
However, there are 4 YouTubers that I say charged the early era of FNAF YouTubers. 4 YouTubers that even Scott knows. These are 8-Bit Ryan, Baz, Doco, and Ras Bowski. And together, they are the Theory Thursday crew. What is Theory Thursday? Well, during the teaser releases for the upcoming 4th FNAF game, these 4 gentlemen decided to come together and make ramblings of these images every Thursday and talk about FNAF in general. And these 4 YouTubers were pretty prevalent around the news and theorizing bits of early FNAF. Altogether, they were pretty much the face of FNAF YouTubers. That was until Dawko got so big that he became the entire face. Move over, Marker Pliers, the real king of FNAF is here. I didn't really watch either Doco or Raz all that much. The Ryans were my boys, but I did watch them. But they're always a welcome addition during Theory Thursday. It was pretty exciting to see all these FNAF YouTubers together. It's like the Avengers, but instead of superheroes, it's a bunch of British people overanalyzing for these fingers.
You have a craft and you maths teacher talk to strangers.
It was always fascinating watching these videos because they got it right like 20% of the time.
It makes sense to an extent, but the fact that there's secret text and there's extra, you know, out of order text and the questions were phrased differently. I think this game has to be about Phone Guy.
They would analyze the little things only for them to play a little irrelevance to the main game and story. These videos aren't the most exhilarating videos, but they were fascinating for a young FNAF fan like me. Theory Thursday was a pretty decent FNAF series at the time. Now let's talk about these YouTubers individually.
I'm just like you, I'm just like you, you're just like me, you're just like me. It's something anyone can see.
In terms of presentation and theories, the Ryans, also known as 8-Bit Gaming, were the best out of the 4. When they made their theories, they were pretty basic, similar to what Dawko and Raz had. However, the presentation of some of their theories were pretty interesting. Like this one where it looks like a detective note, or this one.
Oh, sweet Jesus, it burns! Oh, get me out of this oven!
Shut up, bitch! Shut up! Shut up!
They kept with the FNAF stuff for quite some time, but unlike Doco or Raz, they didn't stick with solely just FNAF for long. Eventually, they started branching out with reaction videos and playing other games, which worked really well for them.
The flipping hell?
They were one of my go-to Let's Players back then, up there with Markiplier and Jacksepticeye.
Mark, a little mouthy time? Oh, wow.
They also have their own individual channels. One Ryan goes by 8-Bit Ryan while the other Ryan went by Baz, though his early name was Other Ryan. They were okay by themselves, but together, oh my goodness, they were amazing. Their chemistry was honestly really entertaining, and I don't think any other YouTubers had really matched them, at least from the other YouTubers I saw.
Flipping heck! Go!
It's quite lonely in here, actually.
Baz, you come back? Baz? Hello, get out!
You could tell they were good friends with their in-jokes and such.
Ah, here we go.
Our clown boy's got a practical joke lined up for us, guys. Here we are. No.
Slender. Slender.
And it just really worked, better than them individually. Over the years, 8-Bit Ryan hasn't changed. He would probably blend in with all the other Let's Players to me if it weren't for his really well done thumbnails and how he edits his videos. He definitely has a more wider appeal in comparison to Baz, especially early Baz. Within the main channel, anytime they would make an announcement in their Twitter or when they would look at their subreddit, you can tell there was far more Ryan fans than Baz fans.
When you're a Baz fan and go on 8-Bit Game Reddit, holy shit.
It's not, no, you don't just see Ryan memes though.
Yeah, look,
I like...
Then you go straight down.
Baz probably didn't care, but if I was him, I'd feel very insecure. Early Baz was
Yo, what's up, bitches?
Can I just say, as a cross-fitting transgender vegan who vapes and identifies as an Apache helicopter, I found that intro very, very offensive.
Baz was a commentary channel that was definitely inspired by all the edgy commentators at the time. It definitely didn't age well, but eventually he grew out of it. That could have been more clear than when he literally changed channels where he now focuses on reacting to horror stuff. It's definitely working better for him. My favorites are the ones where he exposed ARG websites like Welcome Home and SML Wiki, since it's more involved than just watching a video. I hope he does more of it since they're usually fun to watch. Regarding 8-Bit Gaming, Baz has decided to stop the channel, wanting to focus on his own channel, and since then there have been no new videos. It's sad since Ryan and Baz have barely collaborated together, and they had some of the best chemistry on YouTube, but I understand why they stopped. Maybe it'll come back one day. We can only hope. Dawko. I feel like everyone knows who Dawko is, especially if you're even slightly into the FNAF franchise. It's like Pyrocynical and Prescott, you can't think of one without the other.
Oh fuck.
Doco, together with Scott and MadPat, form the FNAF DC Trinity. Dawko is definitely Wonder Woman.
Has a nice set of earrings.
He's pretty well known and infamous for its over-the-top reactions.
What the heck? What the heck was that?
People say he's faking it, but if you see his early videos, he's always been kinda like this. If you want more evidence, you should see his own vines. He has a great focus on FNAF and other mascot horror games. His content borderlines in brain rot, but I think he rarely ever gets that far. Mainly because he's so genuine. Unlike other content creators he can be seen as, Dawko generally likes FNAF and other mascot horror. He doesn't just see it as a profit machine. Plus, he does openly criticize the games he plays when he needs to, so he isn't just overbearingly positive like other YouTubers of his similar caliber.
Guys, it literally looks like Huggy Wuggy, I can't believe it. You could have made him a little bit different. It's literally just Huggy Wuggy. I smell a lawsuit. What is that? Looks like Jumbo Josh.
It's hard to hate the guy because he's honestly so wholesome, so it's really funny anytime he gets mad.
Fucking little fat squeaker little cunt, mate.
I wasn't really a fan of him early on, watching him here and there. I rediscovered him again during the security breach craze. I still rarely watch his content, mostly watching his interview videos, but I do enjoy his meme reviews.
Oh, here's a picture of Helpy.
Overall, he's cool.
There he is, my one and only senpai. Say hi to senpai. He's my future boyfriend.
Seriously, new cartoon crush unlocked.
Ras Bowski.
I'm sorry, buddy. I had to do that. Hey, yo, did Bonnie just crawl out of that vent?
A lot of people might say that Dawko is kinda cringe. I content farm in a way, but I don't see it that way. It's bound to look like that since he doesn't just focus on FNAF but other mascot horror. But he's clearly genuine about his interests. Ras Bowski, however...
I feel an ominous presence coming from you. Oh, my lord.
While the Ryans moved on from FNAF, Dawko devoted himself to it. Ras sorta milked it. If you look at his YouTube videos 1 year ago, you'll find, yeah. Literally all he made was clickbait content. Like none of these things appear in the video. Not to mention a lot of these videos are just mods of a security breach. And there's no indication in the comments or description that these are mods, fake or ironic. It was bad. He's also one of the few early Yandere Simulator Let's Players. The less we say about the game, the better. Now I'll admit, I love Raz. I love his energy, and he's daddy Raz now, so he's probably needed to get as much money as possible through these clickbait videos, which I respect. Doesn't stop me from making fun of him though. And clearly he changed his content up to be more honest, which you gotta respect him for that. Which is what I typed up 2 months ago when I first making the script for the video. Turns out the motherfucker, this horny asshole, this piece of shit is still clickbaiting. That's actually really funny, holy shit. You know what, Raz? Good for you. You might be a clickbaiter, but at least you're entertaining. Overall, he's probably the most brain-rotty of the group, but it's really not that bad. At least he's not a lanky box. He doesn't blast people with obnoxious editing.
There are crazy new Sprunky games where you can actually play as the Sprunky Babies, Cursed Sprunky Babies, and even Sprunky Scribble Babies. This is like if Sprunky went into a time machine and became Sprunky Babies. And in this video, you will get to see all the... We're waiting every night to finally roam and invite.
Theory Thursday is normal, with the last video made on Security Breach 3 years ago. Time flies way too fast, man. 8-bit gaming is normal as well. But the 4 didn't leave. They're just different, and that's okay. At least they're all still friends and in good terms. The FNAF community as it is wouldn't be the same without these 4. Perhaps one day Theory Thursday might come back whenever FNAF leads to a more mysterious venture again. But regardless, I'm happy to see what they have going on in the future.
I'm just going to take my top off and get your video flagged for nudity.
So this next section is talking about the pink guy and the purple guy. This is one person or actually 2
Alright.
Scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Alright, big booty bitches.
What's going on here?